I'm Bharath. I'm a part of Zoho Developer Suite. I handle marketing and user experience for the different developer products of Zoho. So this is going to be my agenda. I'll quickly touch upon a couple of products that are coming up, and then talk about Creator for the last 20 minutes about the recent updates and what is coming up with Creator. So I had my slides with the products that I quickly wanted to touch upon before I get into Creator. So what I thought of is I blurred out the product name, and I just want to see who recollects what product each one is. First product logo that you see on your left top. What product is that? What app of Zoho is this? It is a recently launched in the last 3 months. Queue engine. The second product was Zoho Tables. Is a work management platform. It's more like the simplicity of an Excel spreadsheet, but with the power of a database on the Airtable sort of a leak. You're not putting it under the developer suite. It's more a work management collaboration sort of a tool, but we are looking at it like a user who wants to get started from a paper, from Excel. The first upgrade could be something like a tables, and then they could come to something like a Creator or a Catalyst and so on. So that's how we see it. The other product. So now I'll get into Creator. What are some recent updates with respect to Zoho Creator? Before I get started on Creator, I want to give a statutory disclaimer. Statue of Liberty is one of my all-time favorite places to visit, because the first time I went to Statue of Liberty, I'm like a tourist. I'm from Chennai. I'm based out of India, Chennai. So when I came to this beautiful country the first time, when I visited Statue of Liberty, I was also curious on, hey, this looks like a 300 feet, 350 feet sort of a tall statue, etc. Right? And then the tour guide who was taking me there said, it is not how tall it stands, it is what it stands for. No, it was so beautiful when I listened to it. And when I learned the story about how immigrants came inside, and that will be the first thing they will see when they cross the Atlantic Ocean, what Statue of Liberty stands for, the meaning, it still like empowers people with liberty, freedom, empowerment, etc. I think I would apply a similar parallel to Creator in my own humble way. What I'm going to share over the next 30 minutes, I wouldn't be able to cover what and all is possible with Creator. So I'm not going to do a complete, let's say, feature dump of what is Creator. I'll try to cover certain important things, but there is one single takeaway from my side would be is for all the audience here to go back and say, oh, looks like there is this tool with which I can make use of it for different needs of me, for different custom needs. So what the tool stands for, more than the specific features, is the one thing that I would like to leave you with. So with that disclaimer, I'll get started with some of the features. Our features, we categorize based on how we want to serve our audience. And that starts with our vision. Our vision is to empower everyone to easily build powerful applications. Straightforward, right? But where it becomes interesting is those 3 keywords that are highlighted in blue. Everyone. We want everyone, irrespective of your technical expertise, whether you're a developer, whether you're a marketing person, whether you're a legal person, to be able to build applications. So everyone. Make it easy. Easy in terms of learning the platform, easy in terms of using the platform, or for some reason you want to leave the platform, we want to make the whole process easier. So that is the second aspect. Third is powerful application. We want to ensure that this is not a platform that is meant only for simple toy applications, but any comprehensive, complex needs, as comprehensive as let's say a custom ERP that you want, you should be able to build on the platform. So that's where our vision is. That's what is guiding us. But where, let's say, humbly, I would say Creator becomes very interesting in the market is we are one of the few platforms, if not the only platform, that can claim all these 3 keywords. In the sense that there are platforms that empower everyone to build, but you can't build powerful applications. There are platforms that help you build powerful applications, but it is not meant for everyone. You would need to have a certain level of technical expertise. So that is the vision that guides us to ensure that we provide our capabilities and features that make it easy for everyone to build powerful applications easily. From that umbrella, how we categorize our features or what we roll out are in these 4 buckets. First is the end user experience. Someone who is using our platform. Let's say you are an IT person, you build an application on Creator, and 100 employees in your organization are using this platform. What is the end user experience? What is the developer experience? Someone who is building, how can we empower them? What is the developer experience? Different platform capabilities. Because we sit inside this beautiful ecosystem of Zoho, how are we integrating, connecting with different tools, even non-Zoho tools, those platform capabilities? Finally, governance. That is one important aspect that differentiates, that makes it easy for our users to adopt our platform. How are we making it, how are we giving you the confidence so that you can adopt the platform to your organization? So 70% of you said you're already creator users. So I think whatever is coming after this would be relevant to the 70%. For the remaining 30%, this could be a little slightly advanced in the sense that you understood what is creator, but what is coming up is more in terms of the specific capabilities as well. One thing that was recently launched is the new theme to make the user interface better. So when you log in to Creator now, when you create any application, you will see that there is a slightly better theme that is available. So visually the application looks better. Honestly speaking, one area of improvement, Creator is a very powerful tool. There is immense potential for what you can do with it. But the UX is one area that we have to improve, and there are investments that are happening in that direction, and this new theme is one that was done in that direction. In forms and reports, when you are inside your application, when you create forms, that is the basic starting point. One thing that we rolled out recently is the ability to save drafts. If you're rolling out a form to your user, and let's say there are 20 fields, and if they are on the 7th, 8th field, you don't want them to come back for some reason, if there is hard refresh or if they're taking a break or something like that, and start from the first again. So what the user can do is, how much they were, wherever they are, they can stop with that, save as draft, then come back later. And when they come back later, the component that you see on this side, the drafts that are saved will be shown to the user. So they can select which draft. Let's say there are 3 different drafts that they have saved. They can select whichever draft they want and then continue the form filling from there. So that's one recent capability. This is a very interesting capability. Field focus. Let's say the user, in a form, you're asking them to select a payment method. And if they select card, then automatically move the cursor to the card number field. Or if they select something, let's say UPI is a payment method, automatically move the cursor to the UPI field. On field requirements, let's say a logistics company where someone is entering information on a mobile especially, these things become much, much easier and powerful. So they know that I'm filling the second field automatically, I'm being prompted to the 5th field, which means that is what I want to enter. Custom sorting and grouping. So reports of Creator allow you to sort, group records. But what we have done now is there is a custom sorting capability where you don't have to go by the predefined rules. Let's say the system currently has sort by ascending, sort by descending and things like that. In addition to that, you can put in your own means for custom sorting for the initial set of records and then group records accordingly as well. Branding is a new branding capability, something that we launched recently in Creator in C6, where based on your organization's logo, your organization's theme and color, you can customize the applications you use as well. So let's say this organization wants a green sort of a background, even icons that are specific to your style. So the application truly really looks like your application and not being, let's say, a Creator umbrella application. So that is another area. And there is a lot of investment that is happening in this space more and more as well. So this is the first set of things that have been rolled out, things like icons, logos, and color. But more will come in this space so that you well and truly feel that this is your application and not a standard application. This is a very interesting use case. When you want to create an application, what we are not showing here is there is a authorization with OpenAI, bring your own key that happens one time before. So once you are done with that, then you are asking the system to create the application that you want. So you are actually talking to the system. The prompt that is being given is develop a streamlined procurement app for manufacturing sector, focusing on supply chain, inventory, and supplier performance to ensure timely delivery. So then the system says, oh, do you want these modules? It's at a click of a button, the system says these modules, including, interestingly, for the first time when I saw this demo internally 6-7 months back, one thing that struck me was based on the prompt, even the application name on top you see procure track, that was auto-generated. So the system understands and then comes back to you saying, do you want these modules, these fields in your application? You can say, I want more, or you say, I don't want these things. And then another interesting area is the sample data. What happens is typically folks who are at the no-code sort of a spectrum, when they just get into a shell application, which has just forms, reports, etc., if there is no data, they are not able to visualize what each form or each report is actually doing. So in this model, you actually can import sample data. So let's say you're building a dealer management solution and there is a dealer field, and then there is another form that has a dealer ID and there is a lookup that happens. Even if you don't get it subconsciously based on looking at the literals or looking at the column names, based on the data, you will know that, hey, these two are interlinked. So that sample data becomes very useful in that sense. And you say, okay, generate this app for me, and the app gets auto-generated. So you see the sample data, you see the template, and you say create application, and then the application gets built. You can not just create application, you can ask the system to add additional fields, add additional columns, and those capabilities as well. Portal page is another interesting customization that we rolled out recently. You may have your suppliers, vendors, your partners interacting with your application. Earlier, our portal page was very limited in customization. Now it's decently limited in customization. We will get to becoming very good with customization in times to come. But now you can bring in your own color, your own theme, and so on. So that capability. So let's say you're sharing your application with a vendor externally. Again, he will look at it as your brand ABC and not a creator application. App metrics is based on aptics, any metric that you want from your users. So let's say you are running an organization where you have given access to 50 users and you want to see that these are my top 5 users or these are my top 3 applications. This is what is consuming maximum data. These are users who are not even logging into my application. Do I need to pay Zoho for licenses for them? You can take calls like that on usage metrics from the application itself. Page script variable is when the page load happens, automatically taking input before the page load happens. So let's say Jessica, when she comes into her employee management form, the number of leaves, etc. is pre-populated and becomes available across the page for you to make use of. Simpler dashboard for you to take a look at your integrations and understand that what are your active integrations, which ones have failed, let's say, where you need to reauthorize in one single place. Currently for all Zoho integrations is something that we rolled out recently. This is another interesting use case. Let's say you're running a logistics company and every day at 11 p.m. you want to take all the requests that you got for today, trigger a batch process and say, okay, look at the zip code and allocate to a delivery agent. You don't have to do it in real time. You can do it at one time. And that is what batch processing helps you with. So you can break your records into batches of different dimensions that you can define by yourself. Let's say I want to keep it as 50, 100, etc. That records get processed. Why are we breaking into different sizes? Because if you want to roll back in a batch of 50 out of your 1000 records, if one record fails in the batch 2, that 51 to 100 alone will not get updated. The remaining, all the records will get updated and you will get error messages. You can go back and see in the batch of 51 to 100 what failed and you can make corrections. So that is something that we rolled out recently. Most important aspect of creator roadmap. Yes. So creator roadmap is available online. You can search for Zoho creator roadmap. You will find it in our website or short URL zoho.to/creator roadmap. Because you want to know that can I expect this coming from creator? What is the roadmap ahead? This is publicly available. Right from 2023 Q1 till now, it keeps getting updated every quarter to say that this is what is coming up and what is the current status of it. So that's an interesting commitment from our side. One-click app creation is something that is coming up. So like we saw earlier with OpenAI, now even without that, in Smart Import, what we are looking at it is, currently what is possible with Creator is, you have, let's say a sheet or Excel sheet, you import that, the Excel sheet columns become your application rows and columns and so on, which is currently available. But this is how your imported application will look in the current scheme of things. Zoho Data Prep as a capability is now available along with Creator. Where it becomes interesting is, so Data Prep is just a preparation layer, in the sense that you want to refine data, you want to remove duplicates, you want to customize some information, that is possible in Data Prep. But Data Prep is not a storage component. It is like a box in which the process happens and that gets imported either. Currently it is available only for Analytics, CRM and Creator. So it becomes, you integrate it automatically into Creator. What is in it for me? Why does it matter to me? You could be using other databases. Let's say you're working with Oracle, MySQL, other databases as well. Currently with Creator, those capabilities are not there. For the data cleansing was not there, but now it is available through Data Prep. So Data Prep helps you get the data from your other data sources, more than 50 plus data sources, including things like Excel, and then process it, refine whatever data that you want to do, and import it inside your Creator applications. One single takeaway is we want to provide all our users with the power of creation. As we aspire to do something, as we want to solve a problem, there are 100 things that come in the way. How do I host it? How will I work? How will this be secure? How will I ensure this UI is good, this UX is good? How do I bring things like AI, etc., which I am not aware of? So there are 100 things that stop you from actually getting into the execution, stopping you from creation. And we want to ensure that we take care of that abstract as much as possible and provide you with the power of creation so that you get the liberty to do what you want to do. Thank you.